Here's what really tripped me out about the whole thing. I didn't realize that God was literally speaking to me, and if I would have known what the universe was trying to tell me, I would have made a lot more money faster. I would have been a lot happier. And so what I want to tell you is God is speaking to you. Like, the universe is delivering you a message, and it's totally unexpected. Absolutely 100 million% unexpected. But it will change your whole life if you learn how to hear the message that God is delivering to you, that the universe is sending. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Make sure you hit the like button right over there and right over there. And let's dive right into this video. So I titled this video the way that I did, and I'm making it what I made because the most shocking and unexpected way that God spoke to me. I thought something that I wanted out of my life, and I had put all my energy into it. I was working at it, and then I was also doing the inner work and visualizing it. And I wanted to be a college speaker. I had done very well speaking in high schools and unity churches, things like that. And I wanted to go to the college market, a lot of money in the college market. Met a mentor, spent a bunch of money to have him mentor me. Wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and so I didn't want to pay him the next round, right? And so he ended up refusing the service, taking the money. It was a big ordeal because I was only 21 at the time. So it was the majority of the rest of the savings that I had. And it wasn't just the majority of the rest of the money that I had. It was also that my wife was in credit card debt because of just basic things, because my career hadn't really panned out on consistent cash flow. It was always like this. And the college market was going to be my way to do that. So I dumped the last of my money into learning how the college market worked. Guy takes off with my money. I'm super pissed off. He was my mentor, my hero. Like, I thought I wanted my life to be just like his. And I also, on top of all those things, that was my plan. And then all of a sudden, my plan to make money as a college speaker that I was certain putting all my energy into, the rug was pulled out from underneath me. So I was really mad. I was also depressed. I was afraid. I was uncertain. And I didn't know it at the time. But the message that God is trying to deliver to you right now, and that the sign that the universe is sending, is that life is happening to you, not for you. God isn't doing that to you. Like, the universe isn't like doing it to you. It's not trying to break you. It seems like it, but it's actually trying to help shape you. Like, it's actually not trying to break you. It's trying to give you something even better, but it doesn't look like it. And I know that that sounds a little abstract, or maybe it just sounds hard to believe because you had this bad thing happen, or something hasn't happened yet the way that you want, or something good didn't happen, or someone double-crossed you, or this circumstance turned out to be the opposite of what you've been wishing and praying for. But literally, it's happening to you for a greater benefit. I didn't know that, but then when that happened, I'm lying in my bed and I'm so angry. And Ashley, now my wife, we were just a few years into dating at this point. She was trying to calm me down, and I didn't know what to do and all these things. And I got to this place where I couldn't sleep. I literally could not sleep at night because I was so not only mad that they did this and that I couldn't get some of my money back, or at least get the rest of my services rendered to help me still try to make money as a college speaker. I was also just afraid, like I didn't know what to do. And so I can't sleep in the middle of the night, and I finally say, you know what? I didn't even want to be a college speaker. I thought I did, but the only reason I really wanted to do it is because other people were doing it, and I thought that's what I needed to do. So it wasn't my total path. I just needed at a certain point to be able to have a stable situation, but I didn't really want it. And I realized, what do I want? Like, if I died tomorrow out of my work in my life, what would I want? And I said, I want to go on the internet and I want my stuff to live forever. So if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, then my stuff will still be out there for the world forever. And so I found someone like a day or two later named Clark Kegley on YouTube that taught me how YouTube worked. And it was just all God orchestrating these steps. I signed up for some course and programs and like consulting and coaching with them. So I paid Clark, I learned all these things, and then I just went out and did it. And I was like, it was right on the fence. We were right on the brink of what the heck to do. And then after like 6-8 months of kind of struggling at YouTube, my videos started going viral and it changed my entire life and all these amazing things started happening. And I realized God knew that I had a different purpose. Like the universe knew that I was meant for something more. And then you even think about it even crazier now. If I was a college speaker, all the colleges are shut down. I would have been screwed because now there's all the virus stuff, all the colleges are shut down. I would have lost all my money. I would have lost all my business. And I basically I'm on the internet, so none of that affected me. And so I was just thinking about that the other day even. It was like God knew 10 steps down the line what was supposed to happen. So God orchestrated this thing to fall apart and for them to behave, this person that I thought was my mentor to behave in a way that I didn't want and for that to fall through. God basically had them do it for my highest and best good, but I didn't really realize that it was happening. I thought it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But when your attention is on the worst thing that could happen, you never ask one question. What's the best that could happen? I wasn't even in the level of consciousness to ask that question at that time. But the universe was already peeling the layers back and building a staircase and a door against a brick wall that I didn't know existed yet for my present state of consciousness. At the time, I wouldn't even have been able to answer what's the best that could happen. The best that ended up happening is I built my dream business. I have thousands of people watching my videos from like every country. I feel like if I died today, I would feel like I accomplished what I was meant to do here on earth, and I have something that will live on, and I have generated an amazing international business that has created total financial freedom, and I've employed my best friends, and like all these things happen. It's beyond my comprehension, especially from that level of consciousness. I didn't know the best that was happening out of this thing that was the worst. So life is happening for you. So God is trying to tell you through this thing that didn't work out the way that you want, that someone better is going to come. Like they may have cheated on you or broke up with you or the relationship just isn't working out and I know it sucks, but it's happening so someone better shows up. That's what happened to me. The person before Ashley that I met that I thought was the person that I wanted to be with, they ended up leaving me for another guy. The woman left me for another guy. And I was like so heartbroken by it. And then I was like, how could this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? It felt like life was doing something to me. I found out later that it happened because I needed to meet Ashley and she was going to be 10 million times, 10 zillion, infinite, immeasurably better for me. And help me in every way, shape, and form imaginable, live my best life ever and evolve as a soul to help grow and learn my lessons in life better than the other person could have ever done, 1,000,000 times more, because Ashley was just perfect for me. At the time, I thought the other person was perfect for me, but that was just my little ego. But God had something else in store, but it had to shake my life up in a crappy way to give me something better. So if something hasn't happened yet, it's always this or something better. That's what the universe is telling you. That's what God is saying. Hey, it's saying, remember this statement. It's this or something better. It's this or something better. And so I want to give you 3 quick and easy ways that I was able to help accelerate this process so God and the whole forces of the universe could deliver better blessings into my life. So the first of the steps, and these come from Michael Beckwith, he says to accept it. It is what it is, accept it. That's step number 1. And what I mean by that is the first step of moving from life is happening to you to it's happening for you, and to receive the blessings God is trying to give you, you must accept what is, even if you don't like it. So for me, it was this situation not happening with the mentor or the girlfriend that I thought was my soulmate, leaving for another guy. It sucked. Things weren't working exactly how I wanted them, but I realized I had to accept it. It was on my bed that night when it didn't work out with the mentor, and I said I couldn't sleep and I was all pissed off, and I finally was like, you know what, this just is what it is, and if I die tomorrow, I need to do what I want. And I made a decision that night that I was going to get on YouTube. I was going to start doing all my own seminars. I was going to do all my own books, do everything through the internet, that it was going to suit my lifestyle better. And I made that decision that night. That was me accepting it. And so I allowed a correct course to happen, which was step number 1. It is what it is, accept it. Step number 2 is to harvest the good. So I realized that there was some good out of it, and it took me a while for that wound to kind of heal till I could harvest all the good. But you can ask yourself, what's the best that could happen? Or what is God trying to show me? Or what is the universe trying to teach me? And after it didn't happen with my mentor, I was able to finally ask that question and say, well, God obviously doesn't want me to be a college speaker, and my ultimate destiny in the universe isn't to be a college speaker. What is the universe trying to teach me or show me or tell me? It must be telling me to go onto YouTube, because the next day I find this guy Clark, and then this guy is doing programs and coaching to teach YouTube, and I'm like, shoot, I guess I'll just open the door that the universe has put right in front of me, and I'll take the step and keep opening the doors and saying yes. And so I harvest the good out of it. There is some good ultimately that's coming, even though it may not look like it. And step number 3 is to forgive the rest. So it is what it is, accept it, harvest the good, and forgive the rest. And this came later for me. This was like a different season of shedding my past emotions. And I remember my videos finally started going viral, and I was making more money than ever, and I felt happier than ever more than anything, and like fulfilled. And so I was lying in bed, and Ashley and I were talking before we went to bed. And I realized that, or we were lying in bed, and I took a deep breath and I said, I am so grateful that Billy Bob did that. I'm just making a name up for the individual. I'm so grateful that Billy Bob did that. Like, honestly, that guy changed my life. I am so grateful that he double-crossed me, because I never would have my life right now. And I can't even pinch myself if my life could ever be any better. Like, it's incredible, and I'm so thankful that guy did it. And it was like this thing where I felt a what's the word? Cathartic release from it. Like, I actually physically felt the energy, or the old karmic entanglement release. Like, it was yeah, that's what happened. That's the only way I can describe it. Because I finally I closed the time loop. And I finally realized that God did that to me on purpose, because I was meant for something more. I literally realized it. It took me a little bit after I realized the universe was actually in my highest and best good, even ways that I couldn't comprehend. And I was like, whoa. And Dr. Joe Dispenza says it another way. He says that a memory without the emotional charge becomes wisdom. I finally completed the time loop, and I released the emotional charge on an unconscious level, and I was truly thankful for this individual. I didn't resent them, even on an unconscious level anymore. They literally freed me in life, because I was too asleep to free myself, and they had to be the instrument for God to do it in my life, and I loved the crap out of them for it. And that's the third stage, is to forgive it. Because when you let it go, you release the emotion and you allow more open space. It's like decalcifying a pipe so the pipe can flow better. It's like you're creating more of an empty cup for source energy to fill your life with more blessings. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button right over there and right over there, and comment down below, what is the best that could happen? What's the best that could happen? A lot of times we get stuck in what's the worst that could happen because we're in that reaction to life and something that doesn't seem all that good. And maybe we haven't understood the way God or the universe is trying to speak to you and present a new opportunity in your life that you can't see yet. But life is happening for you. It truly is for your highest and best good. And it's always this or something better that you can't even see yet. Someone even more better, that's more of an amazing lover, and it's an even more amazing romance and partnership than you could have ever imagined. And the job and the opportunity and the money, it's gonna come through some way that you can't even comprehend how great it is, but it's gonna be God, it's gonna be the universe saying, all the blessings are available, and you just have to trust. So comment down below what's the best that could happen. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button right over there and right over there. The like button really does help the videos out. So if you do enjoy them, and it is actually what notifies the algorithm on YouTube, the AI on YouTube, to send this out to more people. So if you do enjoy this video, leave a comment down below what's the best that could happen, and hit the like button to send this out to more people. And thank you for watching this video. Today's going to be an absolutely amazing day. I know that there are fantastic things headed your way. What's the best that could happen? I bet you it's far better than you could ever imagine.